first step in installing the screen is to go ahead and get your rough measurement opening. And this one is greater than 36, so I need a door that's going to be 36 wide. And it looks like it is just under 81 in height. So a door that would be 80 by 36 would be perfect for me. Looks like they've got several different kinds. There's a nice vinyl one. That might be nice for a front door. Then they've got a couple of other types here. Doesn't look like it would protect anything. There's just kind of a simple vinyl one up top there. I'm more accustomed to working with wood. So I think I'm going to just get one of these cheaper wood ones and then probably embellish it with something to help protect it from the dog. Now the next step is to affix the hinges to the screen door evenly spaced. Now after you get your hinge attached to the screen door, set it in place, but make sure that you have some timber underneath it, some scrap lumber, so that it sits up at least 3 inches high. And now we'll go ahead and just screw our hinge to the door beam. Now that we have the hinges on, let's test the door and see if it closes good. Well, it's certainly a gap here, but it doesn't seem to even really be coming up flush with that. The back of this door is maybe hitting against this piece of molding here, so I'm going to try and get a 1/16 inch clearance by shifting my hinge over just a little bit. See how that hinge is really butt up tight there? I'm going to try and shift it over just a little bit, see if that gives me some clearance to let that door seat right in this area. Okay, now I readjusted my hinge to have a little bit of space in here, and that gives my door a little bit more room to seat into this channel. Now the door seems like it closes much more willingly. But I've still got this gap, so I'm going to have to cut a little piece of trim board. It looks like I'm going to need a piece of molding that's going to be at least probably 3/4 inches. Let me go ahead and get this ripped to 3/4. Now let's see how it fits. Now the molding fit just fine, but I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill it. I'm also going to countersink it just a little bit so the screws that hold it in will be flush. Now let me get that molding screwed into place. Now let's put a little piece of molding up at the top to kind of close it on in, keep the mosquitoes out. Now I'm going to get some slats cut to mount the tension spring on that'll help keep the door closed and also protect the screen from any dogs that are scratching to get in or out. Now I'm going to take a rasp and round over these cut edges so that nobody's picking up a splinter so easily. Now once I get the ends rounded over, I'm going to come in here and pre-drill these so I won't split them out. And so the screw sits flush, I'm going to go ahead and countersink them. Looks pretty good about right there. Now once again, for this push bar where the spring's going to go, I went ahead and marked the back so that it doesn't interfere with this molding. And then I come around and did the same thing in the front. I marked it where it doesn't interfere with that piece of molding we put in. Let's get this one in the back now. Now we'll screw in the little spring retainer. Now we'll attach the spring. There we go. Now we'll attach the handle. Well, the installation's complete. Now if I just had some cooler weather, open up the house and let a little breeze in.